All right, so today was the second day of that upper body program. It was kind of circuit-like. It was mostly like kind of cardio with some like grip stuff in there. So it started off with a 90-second dead arm hang into 100 just 2-foot hops on jump rope. After you finish that, you did 30 seconds rest. Then we switched it up, did 60-second dead arm hang, 50 high jumps, so jump high knees with a jump rope, then another 100 2-foot hops, 30 seconds rest. And then for the final round, we did a 45-second dead arm hang, 50 jumps with high knees, 25 jump squats, and then 100 2-foot hops while using jump rope. So today, going to start getting into how do we even, start motion? How does this even happen? That all starts with our neuron. So neuron basically has like three parts. You have the dendrites, which are little satellites. They take in the information. There's soma, which is the cell body. It's kind of like a computer. It processes that information to figure out what it is and what it needs to send out. It sends that to the axon. The axon is like our little highway, sends our information down to the axon terminal where that information get released, either passed on to another neuron or into a muscle, which is mostly what we're concerned about. And how it does this is basically a propagating electrical signal, because as we know, electricity drives contraction. So we start at a negative 70 millivoltage on our resting membrane. So like when we are at rest, the charge at our membrane is just that negative 70. And as we see that signal kind of go through, you actually see it start to become more positive, start to depolarize. And it'll keep doing so until it hits negative 55. And if it does hit negative 55, that's when all of our sodium channels open. You see this big spike, and where our resting membrane potential actually jumps, becomes way more positive, until it hits this kind of peak. It then starts to fall off because our sodium gates close, our potassium gates open, and repolarize that cell, so bring it back down to actually a little below a resting membrane potential. Then we see a special tool called the sodium potassium pump actually open up, which pumps 3Na out, 2K in, which helps kind of stabilize that. And one thing to note is that if we never get to that negative 55, then nothing happens. No movement happens, nothing happens. So you can actually see signals kind of go through, not quite hit it, not quite hit it, and then kind of fall down until it hits that negative 55, and that's when things go right. So with this stuff, just as you're kind of like sitting down, relaxing, your muscles aren't doing anything, like taking a rest in between these sets, we're seeing, most of your neurons are going to be at that negative 55. As soon as you stand up, the action to stand up to get those muscles firing, we'll see that signal go through, hit that negative 55, and go through and get everything moving. And that's how you get things started and get exercise.